So let's begin our meditation by bringing our attention, our awareness fully to this moment, to consciously be right here, right now. Just allowing the body and the mind to settle down as we consciously bring awareness to right here, right now. We move our awareness now to the physical body by scanning the body from head to toe and simply noticing what is happening within the body itself. Do you notice any tension, tightness, discomfort of any kind anywhere in the body? If that is the case, bring awareness into that rather than pushing it away. Bring attention, awareness to whatever may be happening. And now consciously relaxing the energy throughout your body, feeling that energy coming in through your crown chakra, moving down through your whole body all the way to the tips of your fingers, the soles of your feet. And now releasing and letting go wherever possible. And just for a few moments now, let's bring our attention, awareness to our breathing. We'll breathe together for 5 counts. On each count, simply breathing in and out. In through your nose and out through your mouth, if that is comfortable and possible. At the top of the in-breath, we will hold for a moment, and then breathing out gently with full awareness on the breath. Let's begin breathing in together to the count of 1. Holding the breath and breathing out. And relax. Breathing in to the count of 2, breathing in. Hold the breath. Full awareness on the breath, breathing out. And relax. Full awareness on our breathing, breathing in together to the count of 3, breathing in. Holding breath. Breathing out. Relaxing deeply. Breathing together to the count of 4. Breathing in. Holding breath. And breathing out slowly. Relaxing deeply. Consciously slowing down our breath now. Breathing in to the count of 5. Holding the breath and breathing out. And relax deeply. And bringing your attention awareness fully within, going within self, going beyond and behind the thinking mind to the seat of consciousness, the seat of awareness. It is quiet, peaceful, tranquil, perfectly still. And resting in that stillness, abiding in stillness, experience the remainder of this contemplation meditation. Let's begin by simply asking the question regarding your quality of life. What's going on within you, inside? You may notice that there are moments that are very beautiful, There are also moments that are very hard. Moments that you'd like to last forever. Moments that you don't want to last for one more second. Noticing how much of the time you work hard to keep it okay within. Michael Singer calls it the human predicament. We now contemplate what that means. Noticing how throughout your life you've stored patterns inside yourself, old wounds, patterns of thinking and behaving, all of them based upon past experiences. Bringing awareness to how we store these patterns to build a self-concept consisting of what we like and what we don't like, and how much of the time we want to get events in the world to unfold according to our likes and dislikes. Notice how when you succeed in that effort, it seems very nice inside. If you don't, it's not. Bring awareness, understanding to the fact that every external event is the expression of all the energies that have come together to create that event, that moment. When that energy flow comes into you, it has to make its way through your mind and heart and ultimately merge into your consciousness. When you use your will to block that experience from passing through, the flow of energy has to find a way to keep moving. Energy does not stand still. Energy is power, and when it hits resistance coming from your will, it is forced to circle around itself. That allows something to keep moving and yet stay stationary. Emotion, energy in motion. How samskaras, wounds, are formed. They are stored patterns from the past, trying to release, and as we keep pushing them down, either consciously or subconsciously, they get stuck. At this point in your spiritual path, you most undoubtedly are noticing that these samskaras are running your life. How they keep coming up by themselves, spontaneously, and how that alone causes suffering. Michael Singer asks us to make a commitment to create situations, to avoid creating situations in order to make it comfortable to live with yourself. Notice how you end up relying on your analytical mind to figure out how to be okay. Notice how your mind does this by imagining what would work for you. It plays make-believe, starts making things up. As these thoughts arise, you can feel how they affect your blockages. How much of the time we're trying to see the world in a way that best fits our needs and wants. What if that person was a certain way? What if they hadn't said to me what they said? What if I change my job? What if I become the boss? So people have to listen to me instead of me listening to them. Everything going on in your personal mind is because you're either trying to match those stored patterns that will make you feel better, or avoid the patterns that will make you feel worse. Noticing how those stored patterns are running your life. Mickey Singer tells us, do not feel bad about that. It is that way for pretty much everyone, and it always has been. Your understanding now is that you are in there. You're not okay in there. And you have developed concepts of how everything needs to be for you to be okay in there. How you struggle to satisfy those needs, and that can go on for the rest of your life. And yet we have the opportunity to do something different. Michael Singer asks us to take a look at worry. Why do you worry? There are only two reasons for worry. You either worry that you're not going to get what you want, or you worry that you're going to get what you don't want. That drives you to work outside in the world to satisfy your needs. And yet we're reminded the root of discomfort is these stored patterns from the past. How we decide that we need to do things outside in order to appease those patterns that are inside. It does not get rid of the stored patterns. It actually reinforces your commitment to them. And over a long period of time, they simply continue to bother you. Another example from Michael Singer. If you feel lonely because you don't have someone special in your life, notice how that sounds normal. And yet the truth is, having someone special in your life is your attempt to solve your own loneliness. How it does not address the cause of it. He gives the example of overeating or eating poorly and having a stomach ache. And you reach for the medicine, Pepto-Bismol. If someone then asks you why you have a stomach ache, he said, do not say that it's because you can't find the Pepto-Bismol. The Pepto-Bismol is an attempt to compensate for your stomach ache. It is in no way related to the cause. It may even make you feel better temporarily. But unless you change your eating habits, the stomach ache will return. Notice how the same is true for many things that we do to compensate for our discomfort. And yet on the spiritual path, we wake up and realize that compensating for what's wrong is not okay. We commit to solving the root cause of why we are not okay. There is a state that is within you that is always filled with love, joy, and happiness. Yogananda called it ever new joy. It's not a joy that you get tired of. A constantly upward flowing new experience of life and beauty. This is the solution. Making it beautiful inside in there. Instead of thinking the new relationship will do it, the new job will do it, more money will do it, You do the necessary inner work to make it beautiful inside. Again, Mickey Singer asks us to notice that the problems all start with, I'm not okay in here. Oh, if you were okay, you would not be worrying and complaining. You would be in there enjoying the beauty of the experiences that you're having. This inner state does not mean that nothing will happen outside. Nobody's saying do not interact with the world. You do not interact with the world in an attempt to solve your inner problems. The outside cannot solve your inner blockages. The only thing the outside world can do is temporarily allow the energy to go around a blockage or not hit it so much. It creates temporary relief, but it is not going to get rid of the blockage. Working on releasing blockages instead of struggling with life to get what you want sometimes can seem like something has been taken away from you. Yet what is being taken away from you is that which is causing suffering. That should not be a problem, if that is what is being taken away. If you're eating something that makes you sick, and someone wants to give you food that makes you healthy, you first stop eating what makes you sick. This is not an act of renunciation, it is simple wisdom. Committing, taking on this inner work does not mean you don't get married, have a job, or fully put your heart into whatever you're doing. Mickey Singer reminds us you can do all of that, but not for the purpose of solving your inner problems. If you allow the avoidance of your inner problems to define what you're doing, all you're doing is expressing your inner problems outside. The example of a psychologist holding up a Rorschach inkblot, and you get upset about what you saw in it. Is the solution to tell the psychologist to stop holding up the piece of paper? That would not solve anything. And yet trying to solve inner problems by rearranging the outside is exactly what many of us are doing. The answers are within. You are not your thinking mind. You are not your blockages. You are not your samskaras. You are that energy source that experiences all of that. Bringing attention, awareness to what is happening as it is happening is our first step. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Going to that state that is within you, that is always filled with love and happiness and joy, contentment. Seated in the seat of consciousness as all is quiet and perfectly still, you, the witness, experience life, both outside and inside, including some scars and wounds. Yet you are the experiencer. You are not that wound. You are not that thinking pattern. You are not that behavioral pattern. You have made a beautiful and deep commitment to this work, to notice what is happening and allow it to pass on through. Energy in motion, emotion. Let us take a few moments now in silence to regroup this contemplation meditation. Now bringing your attention once again to the present moment, to your physical body, the chair that you're seated in, the room that you're in, any sounds that may be present. And when you are ready, gently opening your eyes, coming back, awake, aware, and fully present.